Ladies and gentlemen, we are Lukas Graham, and you're watching AMBY, a music blog. Yeah!
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I would like to welcome you to our interview with Lukas Graham. Hello.
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 Welcome to Toronto, guys. How are
Thank
you
you.
doing?
Thank you so
good.
much. Yeah.
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 Yeah. A music blog. Yeah.
Yeah!
Already getting into it. I love it.
Yeah.
I've been loving the photographs that you've been posting with all of your fans because it really looks like you're trying to take in every single city that you've been to. You had some amazing barbecue in Nashville, I saw.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What have been some of the cooler things you've been able to check out in these cities?
Well, you try to do like the culinary tour as well as a sightseeing tour and a concert venue tour and a let's visit radio stations tour. And it's like you try to do it all at once because, well, we know that we'll be back to a lot of these cities. A lot of them, like Toronto is our first, as a second, but I mean, some of the cities we visited in the US, or for example, Vancouver in the November, like when it's the first time in a city, you want to try and get as much of it in as possible, just so you know if you really want to go back there, you know.
What was it that you tried the first time and you're like, okay, it's worth coming back?
I have no remembrance of what we
I actually
like
remember I forgot my bass in Montreal, so I got up to the sound check
in
and I was
Toronto.
like, so where's my bass? Asking the backline guy, and he was like, I don't know where your bass is. I thought you had my bass. I had the bass, and then I left it in Montreal. And I had to go out and rent a bass like a few hours before.
And
the
then we
show.
got the bass sent from Montreal to where in America?
I don't know.
Somewhere.
Somewhere in America?
Yeah, I remembered it tonight. I hope.
But it was our first time in Canada was around about a year ago. We went to Montreal and Toronto, and we were just very, very surprised by a very energetic crowd, lovely food,
It's a great city.
It is.
a
It's
comfortable
beautiful
temperature on the AC for once.
For once?
Well, it's like as if it's so cold up here, you're not trying to crank it down to the negatives. It's, ooh.
The last show in Toronto was very intimate, I feel, and this one is pretty large for tonight. But you guys have been playing
Yeah.
some really wicked venues, everything from the Fillmore to the Ryman. So how have the gigs actually been going over so far?
The Ryman was
Amazing.
legendary.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
The Ryman was so super legendary. We actually got the smoke alarms going because
Did
we
you?
pumped too much fog out on stage, and it went into the elevator shafts, and suddenly you had an emergency evacuation lights going.
Was this in between the show?
No,
It
it was
was
during the show.
Wow.
Right before Mama said. I
Right
think.
before Mama said, and you basically had the security guy come on stage like, it's nothing, it's just a smoke detectors.
We were
because of
allowed
the
to
fog."
keep on playing as long as all the lights.
We turned out on all the lights in the whole theater, and then we
Yeah.
just kept going.
So I guess they wouldn't have been able to see you through all of the fog if not.
Oh, they can see us.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I take it all back. I truly love the dedication that you have with your fans and just the commitment that they have to you guys. You're always responding to them, taking photographs with them. But what is the greatest form of dedication or commitment you've seen from a fan?
I mean, there's something special when you just see the same face at every show on a tour, and sometimes that happens. We have like,
We actually have some German fans that's following us around.
and we
the whole world.
had a South Korean fan following us around
yeah.
in Germany, and it's
Wow.
like,
She flew to Germany and went to like 3 shows in a row. But to me, the most dedication, I mean, I'm not a big fan of fanaticism, and I do find there is too much fan fanaticism in the modern world of music. So from my point of view, what I see as the ultimate fan dedication is people singing along to the entire show.
Enjoying the music.
Enjoying the music and letting it show. You can see people crying and people laughing and dancing and people having a good time and people reminiscing during a song like Happy Home, and it's just beautiful to see that what we deliver is music. It's experiences.
It touched people.
It touches people. That's really, really cool.
Like you all laughed. And at
no,
that.
it was just, I don't know. I'm just laughing at him.
It's
I don't know.
like those two guys have something going on. I don't know what it is, okay? But it's because there's a Canadian championship in FIFA going on,
happening
and
tonight.
they're
Yeah.
right now they're equal, and the winner of tonight's FIFA game is going to be all Canadian FIFA champion. So there's a bit of animosity going on. So I'm sorry if it transcends into the interview.
Do you win anything?
No,
Yeah.
nothing
Oh,
but
yeah.
the honor.
Just the
Well,
title?
Well, the
Yeah.
loser becomes the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which one do you think is going to become the ass?
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I actually think that this guy over here.
I just want to let everybody know that I'm ahead in the tournament. And so just
Okay, can we
putting
get
it
back
out
to the
there.
music, please?
Yeah.
Magnus, you're ruining
Back
this.
to it.
Sorry.
There's a quote that I absolutely love from the band, and the quote is, "Too many people don't have big enough balls or ovaries to be themselves. I do." So have you always been very outspoken people?
I think so, yeah. I mean, we met 11 years ago in high school, and one of the things that I noticed about Mark was that he was very much himself. He was very much the drummer he wanted to be. He knew what he wanted to look like when he was sitting behind his drum kit. And I don't know, I was always very comfortable being myself as well. And, you know, like your lovely Canadian artist Alessia Cara singing in her new song, like, no one can be a better you than you. Because there was no you before you, there will be no you after you. So you might as well just be the best version of yourself rather than a bad copy of someone else.
Very well put.
Yeah.
How about yourself? Would you say the same thing? You've always just been outspoken.
He's from Iceland. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess so.
It's difficult to answer, yeah.
Well, tell me a little bit about the band nicknames, because I know the Duke has been unleashed, but what are the other ones?
The Duke has
We
been
got-
unleashed.
The love stick right here.
Love stick over here, yeah.
And we got Mr. Magnum over here because he goes extremely deep
On the bass.
on the
Yeah.
bass.
Where's yours come from?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know if I should answer that.
Well,
No.
it's a longer story.
It's a long
It's a thick story.
Yeah.
No. Oh, that was so bad. I'm sorry. No,
It's actually just
you're a
something
very
we
big
came up
fan
with.
of Questlove, and your second name in Danish is almost Stick, Falgren.
Exactly. So you can translate it into.
I think we were actually drunk and standing
we
in
were
a bar
drunk.
when we came up with it.
I think we
some
were
night.
actually very,
Something
very.
drumstick,
We were
love
still
stick.
very drunk, and we were practicing at the music conservatory. We were in one of the big practice rooms, and we came up with. We were extremely hungover.
Okay, there's
I think
different-
it's a
different
good-
stories about that name.
Well,
There's also another story actually,
And
but
then- and-
we'll save that.
Say that for another
and
time.
maybe
Yeah.
you can then vote on which story you feel is the most appropriate.
That's a good idea.
An upcoming Twitter poll.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I want to, of course, discuss the latest record release, the self-titled record. There's a line on Mama Said that I just really related to. And the line was, "The other kids were calling me a wannabe. The other kids, they started bugging me, but now they're all standing right in front of me. Haha." For me, I feel like when I started this blog, a lot of people were doubting me, and now I'm doing it. I'm interviewing some of my favorite bands.
That's amazing.
For you guys, where did that line come from? Were a lot of people doubting you? Now you see them at the gigs.
Well, I was just celebrating New Year's with a bunch of the guys I went to kindergarten with, and Jacob Witt. He had a speech where he had a specific speech for every single one of the guys in the room, everyone that had grown up together, and then he talked about his 15th birthday or 16th birthday. I can't remember if it was 15th or the 16th, and I came down to his birthday and I gave him a CD of me where I've recorded rap music on it, and he was the first guy I gave, besides my mom and dad, I gave the CD to. Then I was like, "Hey, check out my rap," and the other guys laughed. And Jacob told the story, and as he told it, I could remember it, and I remembered how much it hurt that the people that I was expecting to back me up were the first to make fun of me. And it's kind of funny now because people like Karl Oskar and other guys that would have been the ones laughing back then, he buys 20 tickets to every one of our shows in Denmark just so that because he knows that the other guys are going to buy him late, and then he has tickets. Because Carlo has never asked me for a free ticket ever. And maybe that's because he remembers how they doubted me and how they kind of made fun of it. But I mean, what are you supposed to do when you're 15 and your friend shows up and says, "Hey, I made a rap"? Are you supposed to be like, "Oh, that's the most amazing thing"? You don't know.
Yeah, you are.
Of course, you're supposed to do that. But I mean, you don't know. You're not old enough to realize.
true.
And what Jacob ended up saying was, if no one had laughed then, if everyone had just been supportive, maybe I wouldn't have been here now.
So it almost gives you that extra drive. You want to prove people
Mhm.
wrong that you
It's
can
true.
do it.
you just want to squash it.
You feel like you're squashing it now?
I mean, 3 Grammy nominations
That's
down.
I'm glad that you did bring up the rap aspect there, because I really do feel like a lot of these tracks can just break right into that. How would you classify, for all three of you, yourselves on the rapping scale?
Well, I would say I'm pretty damn good.
I would say I'm pretty damn bad.
I concur.
But you're definitely the
You
worst.
are a talented rapper.
Oh yeah, I can't rap. I'm sorry. I can play drums and rap. That's what I can. Yeah.
The rapping drummer, they call him.
Yeah.
But we all really, really like hip hop, and I would say we all have a lot of musical influences, but the common ground we all share
90s
is hip hop.
rap.
It's like we all really, really, really just love hip hop.
Oh, yeah.
When you mentioned-
Lucas for the lyrics, and I guess the two of us for the beats and yeah.
Definitely, yeah. I didn't listen to the lyrics before I was 23 or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
It was
just, I
only the
guess-
beats.
Yeah, you're just feeling it.
Yeah.
I
mean,
really
a lot
just
of the older
began
stuff really
to
can.
become interested in lyrics when I started playing with Lucas. I'd
Yeah.
never listened to it before, and I was like, "Oh, those
There's
songs
another level
actually-
here."
Yeah,
That's
they're
what
actually
they're
really,
for.
really good."
To strap everything up, I do want to bring it back to the fans. Is there anything you want to leave with all of those who will be viewing?
Ladies and gentlemen, come and see us live. And thank you guys. Everyone who
Yeah.
bought a single, requested a song on the radio, who showed up to a Lukas Graham show in Canada before. And yeah, at the live concerts, that is where it culminates. One thing is the record, one thing is the little live video snippets we put out, but in concert, that's where we're the most at home, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's hope we can stay off that goddamn pedestal.
Just congrats on everything. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
me today.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
Thanks for
having
having
It's
us.
my pleasure. And remember to everybody viewing, you can visit us at musicblogget.com for all
And
exclusive
Musicblog.
interviews,
Yeah!
features, videos, and so much more. See you next time.